morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Monday, so you already know it's time we kick it off with some motivation. Here's the quote. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Time is always moving, steady, consistent, and unbothered by distractions. And that's exactly how progress is made, not by constantly checking how far you have left to go, but by focusing and pushing forward, step by step. Watching the clock can make you feel anxious, and it can make you feel like you're behind, like things aren't happening fast enough. But real success comes from showing up, putting in the work, and trusting that consistent effort will get you there, even if it takes time. So instead of stressing about timing, adopt the mindset of a clock. Be steady, be persistent, and keep moving. Your progress might feel slow at times, but every second counts. Keep going towards your goal, slow and steady, because you're getting closer. Now on to the show. First up, it's time for Money Monday with Foster Financial, and we are discussing the very trendy topic of the new big beautiful bill Congress passed recently and how that can impact your taxes. Then Iris Family Support Center joins me to discuss their upcoming duck race happening at Promenade Park later this month. And later, Abilities LLC is here to share all about the services that they offer for adults with disabilities through their nonprofit. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Welcome to Money Monday with Foster Financial. Joining me today is Caleb Doan, their Vice President, and today we're going to break down some aspects of what you all know as the Big Beautiful Bill. Hello, Caleb.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. Okay, so nothing's really happened since the last time we spoke, right?
Right. Nothing at all. Right.
There hasn't been so much happening in Congress and just through them passing essentially President Trump's Big Beautiful Bill. And I know that there's different elements of it that affects people, their taxes, retirement, and all of that. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to explore it, and you're going to bring us some really good information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what will we discuss about the bill today?
Yeah, so one of the biggest changes in the bill that investors and taxpayers probably won't notice at all is the fact that the tax cuts from 2017 are getting extended. And so back in 2017, the 15% tax bracket got moved down to the 12% tax bracket. The 25% tax bracket got moved down to the 22%. And so at that time, people, noticed the reduction in taxes, which was really great to see for a lot of taxpayers. That had a specific provision in it that said, unless new legislation is passed, the tax brackets are going to snap back up to what they were before 2017 at the end of 2025, so kind of starting in 2026. So what this new bill did was, make those tax cuts permanent, and so, we don't have any sunset provisions in the new legislation. That 12% tax bracket will stay the 12%, the 22 will stay the 22 onward from here on out.
Interesting. So that's essentially what was put into place under Trump's first term.
Right.
And so now, 10 years later, we can just kind of stay what we're used to in that tax situation. And so when you say it won't sunset, can you break that down? What do you mean?
Yeah, so they're calling the new, extension permanent. And I kind of always put that in air quotes a little bit because what that basically means is that there's no sunset provision in this right now, but new legislation can always be passed in the future, right? Just like this, was passed just in July here. So right now, under current law, there is no kind of projected change to the tax code. But theoretically, 4 years from now, we could have a different president. We will have a different president in 4 years. There's going to be a new Congress. They could pass a completely new tax code that could change it. One of the things that a lot of our clients will notice is that when we have reviews with them, we'll look at their projected cash flow into the future years of their retirement. And under the previous law, the taxes were set to change starting in 2026.
Right.
And so we could see that they were getting charged higher taxes and it was kind of reducing their cash flow in future years. Now we can change that, where they have these lower tax brackets for the rest of retirement. And so when we look at our financial plans, everything looks a little bit better now because there's, less taxes for the rest of retirement.
Yes. Okay. And so essentially, this is permanent unless an action is taken, so it doesn't expire.
Exactly.
So people don't have to worry about, oh no, this coming back up to vote on or having to be included in a future bill unless it is intentional to do so. So what would have happened if that bill wasn't passed with this extension included?
Yeah, so then, starting in 2026, everyone's tax brackets would kind of get moved up a little bit. People would certainly notice that their withholdings need to be a little bit more to not owe in at the end of the year. And that would impact everyone who's working, people who are in retirement. It would impact a lot of folks because the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was a very big tax cut across the board. And so allowing that to stay in place is a really, good thing for taxpayers. But it's something that, a lot of people won't really notice because it's just an extension of what they were already used to. From a financial advising perspective, we take a look at tax brackets when we're doing Roth conversions or, distributions from your IRA or harvesting gains on a non-qualified brokerage account. So these certainly impact how much we're willing to do every single year for clients, based on how it's going to impact them in retirement. So it certainly plays a role in the financial advising aspect.
Yeah, and then as they are considering what to invest, how to invest it, you're saying that really affects how aggressive that they want to be or what their cash flow may look like, because now they know how much money will be taken out in the future. So when you see changes not being made to it and it being extended, does that allow some wiggle room? Do you see clients wanting to be more just free in their investment options? Yeah,
it certainly impacts the cash flow. And so, if we're projecting out, how much somebody's going to spend on taxes every single year, now that's a little bit less for these later years in retirement. So that can free up some money for people to, do extra things in retirement, just give them a little bit of cash flow and give them a little bit more wiggle room. So that's certainly a good thing for a lot of retirees.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. So we will be continuing this conversation. So catch Wealth Wednesday as we dive deeper into this bill. And remember, you can always reach out to Foster Financial. We'll have their phone number and website listed below, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. This segment sponsored by Iris Family Support Center. Iris Family Support Center works with partners throughout the community to provide families with the resources they need and ensure their children grow up happy and healthy. From community services, family connections, and family intervention, they provide an array of services. And here to tell us more about their upcoming Iris Duck Race is Morgan Weber, their Donor and Government Relations Director. Hello, Morgan.
Hi.
Good morning. Okay, so I know this event is so fun and people look forward to it. Who doesn't love duckies floating up our great St. Mary's River?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so start off by just giving us an overview of Iris Family Services.
So Iris Family Support Center, our mission is to protect children, prepare parents, strengthen families, and educate our community. Earlier this year, we changed our name from SCAN, Stop Child Abuse and Neglect, to Iris Family Support Center. We did this because we really offer such a wide array of services that protect children, prepare parents, and we want to make sure that everyone feels welcome to come no matter where they're at in their parenting journey.
Yeah, and that's important. People are like, wait, wasn't it SCAN? It's Iris Duck Race now.
Yes.
So a smooth, just little change, just to help widen, the information about the services that you provide. And so the Duck Race is taking place on July 26th. Okay, so tell us about that.
So it's going to be on Saturday, July 26th at Promenade Park. This is our 37th year doing it.
Wow.
So we're really excited to be able to bring this back each year. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Our ducks drop at 12 p.m., but we have so many fun things for kids. This is a totally free event. So we have a DJ, we have a kids zone where we have inflatables, games, and obstacle course.
Yeah.
We have food trucks there. So it's just such a fun family day. Great way to get your kids in the community and give them a free event too.
Right, exactly. And of course, Promenade Park is so beautiful, so it's really worth coming out to experience what you have to offer, but also see all the duckies. Okay, let's set it up. So you have like all the entries in like this big net and you let it go, and basically they're traveling up until one ducky crosses the finish line?
Yes, it ends up being 2 tons of ducks. So over 15,000 ducks are dropped into the river. They race to the finish line. We have 25 prizes for the top 25 ducks.
Okay.
First 5 prizes are cash prizes, and we even have a cash prize for the very last duck to cross the finish line. So everyone wins.
I love that. Yeah, but the grand prize is $5,000.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay, so people are probably wondering, how can I get into this race? So how do they submit or buy their duckies?
So you can buy ducks online at our website at irisduckrace.org, or you can go to our building to order, purchase ducks. You can go to different sales locations that we have. All of that is listed on our website, and so there's a lot of opportunities. And you can also purchase the day of.
Okay, like while they're at the park?
Yes.
Okay, and so one ducky is like $5, right?
Yes, it's
And
one
then
for
it's bundles?
$5. Yeah, and then we have different deals: 5 for $20, 30 for $100. We have a really popular deal that's 100 ducks for $300.
Oh, wow.
So to get your best chance possible.
Right. I mean, at least buy a few. I mean, why not at that chance of being able to? And you can, well, I guess they wouldn't necessarily know which ducky is theirs. You just root for them all.
Yes, and hope it's yours.
Until the end, right. I love that. Okay, and this is a free event, so people don't have to register. And then kind of share with me what else is going on with your organization throughout this year.
So we are really excited that we have so many different community resources to offer. You know, we always say we have so many different services and programs that a lot of times it can be overwhelming and you don't know where to start. We always say, call our office, stop in. You don't need to know which program you need to be a part of. You tell us what you need and we'll match you with the right program.
Yeah, and really your audience, like people that you really cater to, are parents just in need of just extra support, essentially, right?
Absolutely. When you become a parent, there's no parenting guide of this is how you do it. It takes a village, and so a lot of people don't have that village, and we want to make sure that no matter where you're at on your parenting journey, no matter what stage your child is at, we're here to have resources to help you.
Yeah, and that's great. And so this duck race is a fundraiser to help continue to push your initiative, correct?
Yes, every dollar goes right back to our services. So not only is it a really fun day, it's a great event, but you know that you're doing something good for your community.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so if people are interested in just getting to know your organization more, maybe contacting you or getting a ducky, where should they go?
They can go to purchase ducks on our website, irisduckrace.org. You can also access our main website there to look at our services, to look at different things we're doing. If you're interested in volunteering, we have a place for everyone.
Okay, good. Oh, thank you, Morgan.
Thank you so much.
Good to talk with you.
You too.
And if you would like more information about the Iris Duck Race that's taking place on July 26th, then we'll have their website listed below. Purchase your duckies and go experience the fun from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., but the big drop is at 12 p.m. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Iris Family Support Center. At Infinite Abilities, it's not just about support, it's about empowerment. This local nonprofit organization is committed to enhancing lives of adults with disabilities, and they are dedicated to helping individuals live more independently, connect with their community, and thrive with confidence. And joining me today is their Chief of Operations, Vicki Williams. Hello, Vicki. Good morning.
Good morning, Jessica.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, okay, so this is a really cool organization that you all started this year because it really does tackle a need in our community, which are adults who have disabilities who want to just live more independently. So kind of share like an overview of Infinite Abilities and why you all got started.
Okay, we got started because I saw the need for more help for individuals with disabilities coming out of nursing homes. If you have a patient in the nursing home and they can't come home because they need 24-hour help, they have nowhere to go. So they continue to stay in there. I saw the need to help those people, to let them know that there is somewhere for them to be. So we do comprehensive services, which includes medical, ADLs, that's your activities of daily living, like just living day to day. We help them thrive in the community and at home and keep them healthy.
Yeah, and your program offers two different initiatives, really. You offer actual housing for those who want to live independently, but your services also extend to going in homes of those who need your specific programs that you offer. So kind of give us a rundown of those programs and the services that people can get through your company.
Okay, so we are Medicaid waiver provider certified through Medicaid in the state. So we have one waiver that we deal with, and that's the family service waiver. And what we actually do is, if you have an adult or a loved one that lives home with you that's never been in a facility and you just didn't want them, you take care of them yourself. So they still get the advantage of a program. They can go to day programs. They can have their music trainers. They have all their clinicians with them. They go out and they do things. They only live at home. They live at home. They don't have the need to live in residential care.
Okay, gotcha. So that's one side of it. And then the other side with the residential care that you all offer is actually like people get to live in a community with neighbors in the home.
Absolutely.
And get to just like thrive, but with your support.
Absolutely. So if we had a client that we needed to bring out of a nursing home or group home, and they wanted to live independently, so we would bring them into our program, and they would have a house, a lease, and all of that. They pay their bills, they do their banking, if they're at that much of a level where they can do those things. However, if they weren't, then of course we would assist them. So we have the DSPs that go in, and it's 24-hour service, of course, and what we do is we take care of them like they're our person. Like we're a parent. They go to their medicals. It's person-centered, which actually means that we are centered on that person individually. So if that person wants to have red curtains, they do what they want because this is their home, this is their life, and they can independently decide what they want on their own.
Yeah, which is great. And so some of the other services that you offer, though, is really promoting things like life skills.
Life skills.
Yeah, and just how to thrive independently. You offer respite care.
Yes.
You offer so many things, really cognitive and behavioral skills.
Absolutely, yes. So we have respite. We have the respite, which I think I spoke about earlier. The respite is when you relieve the caregiver so they can have some time off and get a break and they don't get overwhelmed. So we would come in for a couple of hours, whatever their waiver permits for the hours for them to have. So we would come in with those permitted hours and we would take them on outings and do things with them and integrate them into the community. Let them thrive. Let them know, you have a life. You're independently, you're out there. Let's have some fun. We have that. So we do the doctor's appointments when we have them in residential care. We have a nurse on duty at all times. We do incident reports. We make sure that they're healthy. We keep up with it, the dentist, the eye doctor, the hearing. It's like it's our little child, and we're going to take care of them. And these people need that. They don't need to be in the nursing home 24/7 because they have nowhere to go. There's places and there's people out there that can help them and make them feel whole and thrive and just live their life. Disabilities are not actually totally disabilities. It's infinite abilities. It's never ending.
Oh, I love
You turn
that.
disabilities into abilities.
Yeah. Oh, I love that play on the name. It's so good because, I really do think that it's important for everyone to feel supported and to have their community, like you said, and to integrate. Especially if there's so much that they are able to do and want to do. They shouldn't just have one facility to be able to live their life. So
Absolutely.
I think what you're doing is great.
Oh, well, thank you so very much for
Yes.
that. Yes, I do.
Yes. Well, thank you for sharing about your business. And if someone, so are you currently taking applicants? How does it work if
Yes.
someone is listening and they're interested?
Oh, okay. So this is how it works. So if you have a loved one and they have a waiver, a Medicaid waiver, or they have to be Medicaid. We don't take pathways. We take Medicaid. We don't take Medicare. And if you don't have a waiver, you can always go to in-home and aging. They assist with that. However, if you do have a loved one that has a waiver or you want to get a waiver, you can you talk to the case manager if your loved one has a case manager. And the case manager is going to be able to go to it's called a pick list. And it's from the state, it's from the Medicaid services. And we'll be on a pick list, and you'll go down the list and you just randomly choose a facility or a name, a person, and you just like try it.
Right.
So I'm asking you to go to the pick list, pick Infinite Abilities, Donnell Williams or Vicki Williams.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Vicki.
You're quite welcome. And with that being said, we have a few counties that we service, which are, I don't know right offhand, but if you were to put in an application and you do a contact on our website at infiniteabilitiesllc.com, you're going to see all the counties that we serve.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you. And if you'd like more information about Infinite Abilities, we'll have their website listed below so that you can find out more information and do the process to get support for your loved one. And I'll see you after the break.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does and keep going. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.